I'll just open the questions up to you guys. You guys are all doing separate articles, so just fire them off, and I'll answer them as best I can.
The unknown with UMass's quarterback, how much of a challenge is it preparing for them?
Not really. We're preparing to see them both. I'm expecting to see both of them. If they like their quarterbacks in the past, he'll play both of them. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting him to like 2 out of the 3 of the quarterbacks, and we'll go ahead and we've been planning to see both of them.
And you go back and look at like Florida State, like what Walt Bell has done in the past. I know you play calling over Florida State. Do you go back and look at them just to kind of get a feel for what they're about?
Yeah, we've looked clear back to Arkansas State. Yeah, so we've looked at all the film. Primarily stuck with Maryland stuff. But if we were looking for particular things, we would look as far back as Arkansas State, and we've had a lot of time to analyze them. So that wouldn't typically be the case for every opponent, but since we've had that amount of time, we've taken the time to do that.
Can you almost do too much in that sense, though?
No.
It's an opener, and you're going back to all these. No.
No.
You don't worry about kind of paralysis by analysis. No.
No, it's not. We're not presenting all that stuff to the kids. We're just crossing T's and dotting I's. We're really careful with what we present. So we don't clutter the brain. The biggest thing with our defense is keeping it simple, letting them play fast. We're expecting a fast tempo game. Tricks and gadgets. All the things that you get in the first game. So we're not filling their brains with a whole lot of stuff.
Just from a personality standpoint and like just football, and you obviously work with them. Like, what do you know about Walt Bell, and like how would you describe him as far as just a football X's and O's and what you're going to see from his offense?
Yeah, I think they'll be well coached. I think that was a staple of his offenses when we were at at the other school together. But in general, it's a system. And we've seen this system over the years. Grow in different ways, but that's what we're preparing for. We're preparing for a well-coached team, a system offense that even for them is really simple. So they're going to know what they're going to know what to do, what the adjustments are based off what we're showing them. So it's going to be important for us to adjust and to play fast.
So, assuming you've obviously watched tape on UMass players already, what guys catch your eye so far?
Yeah, a few guys. There's not a whole lot coming back, but obviously Curtis, the quarterback, played in 6 games there because of injury. So we've been able to watch him a little bit. A few of the receivers, Dingle has some speed. I know he's listed as a backup. Javon Turner, another guy that, we have our eyeballs on the guys that can run. And then obviously, their starters who are really dynamic with the ball in their hands. So we have a pretty good idea of where their speed's at, how they could use their personnel, and we'll have attention on where they're locating those people out on the field. Their backs are, we have some film of their backs. They're strong runners. Kevin Brown, I believe, right? Kevin Brown, he's a big, physical back that can run. That guy's going to present some problems just from a size standpoint. It'd be like tackling a linebacker. So, we have all that dialed in right now, and have looked at it from all different angles. We haven't just been sitting on, Maryland and Florida State tape. We've been looking at their personnel also. And it looks like the left side of their line, they moved the other tackle over, so we have quite a bit of film on them, and a couple of other, their center played a little bit, and their guard played a little bit last year. So we've gotten a chance to watch all their personnel that's going to be out on the field that we know of.
The 2019 Rutgers freshman class is the largest in the history of the university, and as orientation, they'll be brought to the stadium on Friday night. What can the energy from that kind of a crowd on a Friday night game do for a defense?
It does a lot. We feed off of that, right? Football players feed off the enthusiasm of the stadium. So I mean, to answer your question, yeah, our guys will be excited to play in our stadium with the crowd that's there, and hopefully we could, we'll give them a good show there.
Two position battles that we saw in training camp, I think that were a little unsettled late. Strong safety, have you settled there? Malik Dixon, is he in?
Yeah, that's still an ongoing battle there. That'll be something that'll go through the season. They're both really good players. You'll have to wait until game day to see that decision there.
What about nose guard? I think Dugan and Turner were both battling out there. And just to follow up on that would be your confidence in the defensive line being able to stop the run and being better this year. First off nose guard, and then just the confidence level in the defensive line overall.
Yeah, all the available D linemen will play. Just because of the nature of the game. One, because it's going to be fast tempo, and two, we're still developing our depth there. So, we plan on deploying, a lot of people on the front. I feel really good about where they're at in terms of stopping the run. Coach has done a great job. Coach Brown has done a great job up front, techniquing them and moving them along. So, yeah, we think we're as strong as we could be right now to start the season.
Is that your biggest unknown with this defense? I mean, I think talking to you a while back, you feel pretty confident in your back seven, especially linebackers being really good. Is that the biggest unknown that you just don't know until they actually get out there out of training camp?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an unknown. I have an expectation level for them. And I fully believe that they're going to meet those expectations. To me, it's more about staying healthy, having the depth to rotate them around so they can stay healthy. But from that standpoint, I don't have any issues there. Coming out of training camp, I believe we're pretty strong.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Good. Thanks, guys.